Jeremy Hunt last night called for a decisive hike in defense spending to see off the rising threat from Russia and China, in a clear signal of his leadership ambitions. Setting out his vision for Britain's global role, the Foreign Secretary said there was no longer the assurance provided by unquestioned American dominance. Speaking at the Lord Mayor's Banquet Mansion House in the City of London, he said the UK's hard power must be strengthened, with billions more spent on new capabilities to tackle drones and cyber-attacks. Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt has called for a decisive hike in defense spending to see off the threats of Russia and China. It is thought the spending boost could be as much as £20 billion a year, raising defense spending from 2 to 3% of national income. Remainer Mr. Hunt is one of the frontrunners to succeed Theresa May. Related articles. Previous one. Next Home Secretary Sajid Javid lands £50,000 of donations to fund a. Theresa May is ready to let MPs decide on how to break. Share this article. Share. Ahead of a meeting with NATO Chief Jens Stoltenberg, he said, "The foundation of Britain's security is NATO. But it is simply not sustainable to expect one NATO ally to spend nearly 4% of its GDP on defense while the others spend between 1 and 2%. Mr. Hunt is due to hold a meeting with NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg, pictured, and said, "The foundation of Britain's security is NATO. So for these and other reasons I believe it is time for the next strategic defense and security review to ask whether, over the coming decade, we should decisively increase the proportion of GDP we devote to defense." He warned, "We face a more aggressive Russia and a more assertive China. We simply do not know what the balance of power in the world will be in 25 years' time." A Commons Watchdog repo.